Well, the Rockstar knows what it has to do, in theory, to take down the Power and to reach another TV quarter-final. Well, let's get the players on stage now with John McDonald.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the second round action of the Unibet European Darts Championship, brought to you by the Professional Darts Corporation and coming to you live on ITV Sport from Belgium, where it's time to meet our players. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, the Rockstar, Gerwen. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, as it's time now to meet the legend. He is the record-breaking, history-making, 16 times the champion of the world. It's Phil, the Power Taylor.
Averaged 109 against Alan Norris last night, scoring an incredible 1,640 pluses in just 9 legs. Alan Warren a little, and John Rawling will be trying to keep count tonight for us.
Great atmosphere here tonight, Jackie. They're really ramping it up now. And Phil Taylor, for me, just chatting to him a little bit earlier on, he's as chipper and as well clear-eyed and bright as I've seen him for a long time. Joe Cullen there, 27 years old, the Rockstar from Bradford. Got into this stage, beating Chris Dobie, averaged just over 95 in the process. If he's going to trouble Phil, though, he's going to have to get up a notch or two on that. Phil Taylor, as you've heard, averaged over 109, putting away Alan Norris in the opening round, which wasn't an easy draw. And Phil has looked in that game, and indeed in the last tournament or two, as though he's really getting back to his old self. And you know, when he went off stage yesterday, Alan, as we walked back towards the Players' Lounge, he said, you know, I'm playing better than you've just seen up there. And I really think, and I mean this, I really think I can get back to absolutely where I was, and maybe even better. At the age of 56, he's still thinking that.
I totally agree. He's in such a good place, isn't he? Like you said, he was happy and jovial, having a laugh in the back room there, practicing well. This one is the legend of the game against one of the youngsters and the stars of the future, Joe Cullen.
Well, in previous meetings, 4-1 in Taylor's favour. The only victory that Cullen had was back in 2010. Taylor's won the last 3. This is the first time they've played in a big tournament in front of the TV cameras. Different scenario.
Well, it's not just a big test, it's the biggest test, isn't it? Certainly the distance as well, best of 19. But he has improved, Joe Cullen, over the last couple of years, starting to qualify for all the big TV events, doing well on the Pro Tour, been to a final this year, lost it to Benito van der Pas in Coventry, played really well all day there, getting high up on all the ranking tables. and on his way up in the rankings as well.
Yeah, had a good win over Peter Wright, didn't he, a week or two ago over in Hildesheim. And he's on a finish. Phil's not made his customary blitz in the opening leg. Usually he comes out and hits some massive numbers. Maybe this is where it starts.
100.
Joe Cullen will still play his own game. He obviously wants to enjoy the experience, but he's a professional player now. He's got to do his job.
86.
He's a quality player. He wants to show as much quality, not just to himself, but to everybody else in a big test. And it is a big test.
Phil just starting to find his range. That's his first 140. 84 now for Cullen. 14 would leave the bullseye.
59.
Is Taylor going to punish him?
Well, a few visits ago, he was quite a way ahead, was Joe Cullen. Phil Taylor's now got an opportunity to take the first leg. Double 18 for 106. Oh, there we go, John.
That's what we're talking about. That's what I'm saying. You know, it's the Taylor of old, that, isn't it? You know, Chris has said it many a time. You get your chances, as Cullen had then. If you don't take it, Taylor is all over you, and that's what he did.
Yeah, absolutely, John. Absolutely. He's certainly playing the best. He has done for a while consistently. I know he lost in the first round in Dublin, but as he hits his first maximum of this match, you know, it's always difficult on the format there, but apart from that, his form has been very, very good, even on some occasions when he's lost.
If you weren't with us this afternoon, Peter Wright came desperately close to getting a 9-darter, just outside the double 12 with his 9th. Phil Taylor, I put the kibosh on that, didn't I? But he's right in the zone, and you wouldn't be surprised if he was sniffing around that particular milestone
57.
before this match is out.
That's right, John. You've commentated on darts for such a long time now. How many 9-darters have you commentated on?
Let's not have that conversation, shall we? I saw it was a great moment earlier on when we watched
100.
John Lowe getting the first ever, and what perhaps didn't come across when you were watching on television back home is that here in the arena it went quiet, and they were cheering every dart that went in. They were cheering as Lowe did it 32 years later, and that lovely commentary from Dave Lanning, who incidentally, I'll just let Taylor finish. I'll just make one little point about Dave. He was so kind, so generous when I was starting in the sport in passing on tips and his knowledge. Very kind man, good bloke.
Here, here, John. Here, here.
Double 16 then for Phil Taylor. For 2-0. This time, surely. There you go.
Oh, it's looking an ominous task already for Cullen. But he'll keep fighting away. He's in decent form. I think that first leg, though, was a strange one, wasn't it? Because halfway through the leg, he looked so far in front. Yet he only had 1 dart at the bull to win the leg.
Yeah, he's never won a ranking title. He's got to a couple of finals on the Pro Tour this year. Lost to Benito van der Pas and Ian White.
I was there when he lost to Van der Pas in that final in Coventry at the Ricoh Arena, and he played absolutely fantastic, but Benito was just that 1 dart ahead in every leg. He'd leave a double, he took 136 out, leave a double, 164 out. So it was just, he just came across that brick wall from Benito on the day, but played well, obviously, all day to get to the final.
Fit, athletic young fella. His wife Tony Louise watching at home. The names of these children somewhere on the side of his top.
Joe Cullen needs to get on the board as soon as possible. So he's got a good opportunity here. Double 18. It'd be nice to get it clean and clinical. That's exactly what he's done.
He can throw, this lad. He's got himself into the top 32 now. He's world rank number 30, actually, to be precise. It's his debut in this particular tournament, and he's well, he would certainly hope, and a few people would certainly support the idea that he's a face for the future.
I totally agree. I remember him starting on the youth tour when we first did the PDC youth tour all those years ago.
96.
He was on that with Michael Smith and Michael van Gerwen. Look where they are now.
Michael who? Michael van Gerwen playing Gerwin Price later on tonight. And looking to win this title for a third consecutive year, Michael.
100.
Well, he'll certainly be the favourite, no doubt. Scraped through last night. Whitlock having one dart at double 15 to take him out.
I thought he'd got it when he let that one go.
Yeah.
I think Simon did as well.
140.
Brilliant. I suppose that's what champions do, though, isn't it? Come from when they're staring defeat in the face, as he was 5-3 down, to come back and win the thing. It was champions' resolve, I suppose.
Absolutely. Super darts there from Cullen. Check the score, 305. That's what went for the 18 with the first dart. 2 treble 20s and leaves a finish.
Huge finish though, and Taylor nicely poised on 80 now, if he gets the chance to return, which he certainly will now.
40.
So Taylor on 80. Treble 20, his first target. He's got it for double 10. That's got to be a great marker. And there he goes, 3-1. Crowd know their dance and they're enjoying seeing one of the legends, if not the legend, of the sport in action.
Oh, good
Great dance.
So Cullen starting the leg, 180. The last leg before the first break, and if he can go in at 3-2, I think he'll be feeling pretty happy about the things. Certainly on the hockey there.
Yeah, 4-1. Longer format, of course, in this second round. It's first to 10. But Cullen's averaging 103. He's actually outscoring Taylor in so far as match averages are concerned here. Taylor's average at 97 at the moment.
You get that feeling it's going to rise.
Yeah, I think he's, well, we know he's got another gear, don't
60.
we? Not quite hit the fantastic standards of which he's capable of yet. That's a great dart.
130.
Yeah, good thinking as well from Cullen. 25 would have left a good finish, but he hit the ball.
Wee bit unlucky, I suppose you'd say.
True, he'll take the 95 instead of the 120, but
You'd rather be on 95 than 245, wouldn't you? Double 8. And just the wrong side of the wire.
Taylor only halfway through the leg, but you get that feeling he's going to leave something after these 3. So Cullen will be just keeping himself composed at the back there, telling himself to keep calm, hit this double 4, go into the break, and then come out for the second half.
Could get punished if this doesn't go. Big dart, this one. And he's taken it. Sigh of relief from his supporters. Joe Cullen is still in touch. And at the first break, it's the Power who leads by 3 legs to 2.